Thank you guys for joining me today. Just fading out that beautiful theme song. Oh, snack. Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you had an excellent evening and you're not too schmung over. I I am happily placed here in Los Angeles. We've got several people in the chat. Thank you for joining me today. BradM is here. Citation Max, two of my legitimately genuine favorite folk. And thanks to Max, I was able to pick up a crap ton of airports. So we picked up several P3D airports, and I mean it was seriously a ton. We picked up Seattle, Payne, Renton, BFI, MDW, ORD, MCI, EWR, LAX, and Phoenix. All of those thanks to the donation from Max. Or otherwise known as P3D Bank Account, I think is his alias. Although I shouldn't have outed him right there. Nick Gressla is also here. Rumble Strip. There you go. Got to get back in the air. Absolutely. Puff MTD, good morning. Also, we have this URL not found with the X-Plane 11 emotes. What's that emote? I don't understand what that emote is. Asmarts is here. Happy New Decade to you as well. Saint Wolfic? Saint Wolfric 777. Good morning. Hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better. Jay Barrett is also here. And Miss Amanda 0411. Just going to warn you guys right now that we're a ways away from departure because we got some GSX. We got some GSX that we need to testify. Control Shift F12. Oh, that was a weird noise. Oh, you need to. Oh, I got to start the engines. So we're gonna go in here to the 777. We're in the 777 Henny. Man, I'm wow. What a crazy night last night. Let's go to PMDG setup. We'll go to state load and we'll do cold and dock. Yeah, feeling much better. No monkey shoulder flu helps. There you go. Good. There's the route command finally working. So Project Fly came back. People are still using X-Plane 11 in 2020. You know, I was very tempted. I'll be honest with you. I was tempted to load up the new Caravan 208 and do a flight in the Caravan 208 with the G1000. But then I thought, you know what? I feel heavy. So I'm going to take a heavy out instead. And I'm going to enjoy this brand new airport that I just got. This airport, I think, is a decade old. I don't know when FS Dream Team LAX came out, but it's probably forever ago. But we're here. We're doing it anyway. Asmarch just gifted a tier 1 sub to Project Flybot. I like it. Project Flybot. We also have DMB Bird 48 with the subscribe going on.
Snack, Happy New Year.
We got a subscribe.
Happy New Year to DMB Bird 48. How are you, my friend? I hope you are well. Thank you for the subscribe. And again, Asmarch, thank you for the gifted sub to the Project Flybot. We also have Final Smash is here. I just love how Citation Max watches John Fly streams and the other way around. Absolutely. I think you came into his stream yesterday, and you find him from? I think you found him from YouTube. And I believe in the real world, Max will be flying today to Bermuda in his jet, and I think we're going to be fortunate enough to see a real world YouTube video of that in the near future. I also believe, and not to say anything that shouldn't be said, but I believe tomorrow he is going to debut his plane unveiling on his YouTube channel as well. So his new CJ3 Plus video, I think, will be coming on YouTube tomorrow, is the rumor. That is the rumor. I agree 100%, St. Wolfric. Dutch Harbor, That was good Twitch content. I was extremely impressed. I was also impressed with the realism of that fellow pilot that decided to tell Max and I think Alex was there and a few others, that concerned pilot that let those folks know that that was a very dangerous thing that they were doing, taking large jets into Dutch Harbor. That helped my immersion, that pilot chimed in and said, I think what you guys are doing is dangerous because you are dangerous. Well, you can be my wingman no time. That was a good stream. Iowa Scotsman, good morning. 777 Bob, that's the appropriate Twitch name for this strummy strum. And here we go. Let's see if we can get GSX to cooperate. So Control Shift F12. Whoa, what happened to my rudder? Is my rudder moving in the wind? Or is that, what is going on? Why did my rudder all of a sudden go banking? That was very strange. It's normal, is it? Okay, cool. All right, we're going to operate the jetway. Let's see if this gate 55 here at Los Angeles works. We're going to do American Airlines. And I think we're going to do entry number 2. Yes, entry number 2. I also got to turn up some sounds here of the plane. And let's confirm that selection. Okay, that's kind of cool. I got to change some volumes so you guys can hear the beep properly. That is pretty cool. You've got no hydraulics and the wind is manipulating the rudder. Wow, there must be a lot of wind here. All right, the jet is complete. So that is pretty cool that we have a very old FS Dream Team airport. I guess it was there was a V2 update for LAX, but I'm super excited that GSX actually attached that jetway to the correct door. I don't think a 777 would, well, they may park here at 55. Seems like we're really close to the terminal, but it does have a marking for 777, so I guess it's legit. I guess I'm legit. Yeah, they updated. Did they update the jetways? Okay, well, I'm very impressed. Let's start the second batch of GSX awesomeness. And let's do, can you do catering and refueling at the same time? I'm going to go catering. And who is the would it be Gate Gourmet? No, Sky Chefs. I don't know. There's European catering and then there's domestic US catering, I guess. I think I gotta educate myself on who serves what food where. Happy New Year to Moose. The flying moose is here. That sound is coming out of my left ear. Okay, so so here comes the catering. It's both for AA and LAX. AA is mostly Terminal 4. Okay, so apparently, well, I don't know. Did the jetway over there, 57, with the American Airlines on it, is that like dynamic gate based on, is it based on, what I load up on, or are these actually American gates? I don't even know what terminal I am, where I am, so. Asmarch, it's been forever since you've flown P3D. I'm just going on a P3D kick right now. I am indeed. And I believe it or not, I'm actually going to take this out on Pilot Edge. Oh, it may be a little too much, but we're going to do it anyway. A binge, if you will. Yes, yes. I do need to get current, though, on Snack Air. There's a couple other people here in the chat that I'm not going to call out, but you also need to get current on your Snack Air 45-day rule. I am current at the moment, but I believe we need to to go over into the FSE world in the general aviation in the very near future. But I'm just having too much of a fun with P3D and all these new add-ons and etc. So you're just lucky that I didn't load up the labs again, because I really did want to load up the labs this morning, because I learned a couple of tricks with the climb detent. So I want to try those out sometime. I believe in you, John. We'll see. I mean, I may get the first pilot deviation of 2020. We'll see. But I'm sure taking it slow this morning, because the waiting for your entry. Okay, so the FS Labs opens these doors automatically, but apparently the PMDG does not. So I believe if we go to FS Actions and then Doors, it wants rear entry 2 and rear entry 4 open. So rear entry, is that, let's see, left and right, and it wants right entry, I think it said 2 and 4. All right, so 2 and 4. Let's see what happens here. Second and fourth on your right. Okay, thank you. Took me a little while. I should have read chat. So the Sky Chefs are loading the 777. You unarmed, press open. Ah, okay. So open. So it's two clicks. Okay, thank you. See, that's why I'm here. I'm here today to learn the 777. Are the doors open? Yep, the doors are opening. All right, very cool. Very, very cool, very cool. Yep, we're going to do PE, DMB Bird. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared. Nice to see a different plane again. Yeah, so it's been a while since I think the last time I flew this was about a year ago, maybe in San Francisco. The 777 will need to arm the door after closing. PMD doesn't have arm/disarm all like their 777 does. Wait, like you mean their 7.4 maybe? Yeah, there's a little bit of variety, a little bit of tubage. Yeah, they're 747. Okay. So I was tempted to pick up the 747-800 add-on because it gives you those new features. But again, they weren't offering a credit toward the new sim. So I may wait on the 747-800 expansion before I pull that trigger. Yeah, 747-800, yeah. So, hey, Val dudes, happy 2020. Everyone, we made it. I know, another freaking decade checked off of the survival list, for sure. I may have missed it. Someone may have answered this already, but can I refuel now at the same time as catering with regard to GSX? It is a BradM alert. He is here. He is alive. And I really am smelling a BradM, Max, Puck, and John vodcast, not vidcast, talk show, podcast. I think us four, well, basically Max, Brad, and John can arm wrestle Puck into committing to a date, and then we can have what's called a sim four-way. I think we can do it. It says, I never got GSX refueling fueling to work on the PMDG plane. Just enter the number in the FMC. Okay, so for immersion alert, okay, waiting for reaction. Close rear entry door 2. All right, so let's close. And close 4. And then I need to arm it, right? And that's basically, there we go, we're arming. Okay. And then just for kicks and giggles, I am going to do the visuals of the refueling, even though it may not be simulated as far as GSX is concerned. So Control Shift 12, request refueling. Pizza, Poly, yeah, a sim 4-way. That's right, baby. PB&J plus Max equals fire. That's right. I think it would be good. I think it would be a hit. And I think we Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time. I mean, it's been forever, right? To do refuel in the PMDG, call for the refueling, wait for him to connect, then update the FMC, and he will proceed to put on the correct amount. Okay. But it's not connected, though, is it, Mustafa? Is it connected, though, in that doesn't the FMC just start fueling on its own, whether the GSX is there or not? When the refuelers are in position, you can add fuel in the FMC. Then it's supposed to pretend to fuel that, but it never worked. So what you're saying is I could refuel right now and it'll work, or I can refuel even when he's attached or when he's just driven up and not necessarily attached. So basically, is GSX aware once it's attached that you actually have done refueling? Anytime in the FMC? Okay. Well, we'll just have a little bit of refueling visual immersion here. I just want to see if it works with regard to this plane at this airport. Supposedly it's coming. The other thing I need to play around with, and like I said, it's going to be a little while before we depart. So I'm going to go to KLAX, gate 57. I unbound my arrows so they will no longer be an issue with regard to disconnecting the autopilot in the FS Labs. So that'll be handy. I'm still learning my ways around chase plane. Here comes, that's a pretty small fuel truck. Maybe that's not a fuel truck. Man, this is a big bird. It will put the fuel on immediately from the FMC, but GSX will simulate the correct amount of time per the fuel you've added from the okay. This is a really small fuel truck. I think all that fuel truck is doing is connecting it to the ground rather than, isn't it? It's okay, yeah. It's just taking the Jet A from the ground and bringing it up. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry for the getting seasick here. It's going to be doing the underground tank. Okay. The animation, you got to admit, is pretty cool. And being new to GSX, is this? I mean, I think I used the original, maybe GSX, or maybe I didn't. But is this animation from these guys a part of the level 2, or is the level 2 only passenger animation, etc.? I'm digging it. Okay. That's pretty cool. Level 2 allows the customization of jetways and the people that move through them. This is basic GSX. Okay. XC5 Crew Chief, good day, sir. Happy New Year to you. And may we have many, many moons of golf in our 2020. Also, globally placed jetways even at default fields. So that's how I was able to get stair service and deplaning service at Sugarland, Texas, was because of GSX2, right? Where I said, ignore the wing length. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Thank you guys for teaching me all of this stuff. All right, please use the refueling system. Okay, so now we'll go into, well, you know what we need to do? We need to get a block fuel ballpark. We're going from, it's a short trip. It's not really a long haul. We're doing a run over to Phoenix from LA. So it's going to be a small run, which is pretty typical for John Fly. KLAX. KPHX. 30. I'm going to go to 38. I'm going to go 38,000 pounds. So now we'll go here. And we'll go to fuel. And if I do short range, how much does that get me? Ooh, 59. I'm going to put in 40. 40 gives me a lot. Please, okay, it says that. Now, once I entered in the 40,000 pounds into the total pounds here, is it done? And or is now? I guess I could look up. I could look on here if the plane was turned on, huh? Normally, you'd probably have the plane turned on while it was refueling. In fact, maybe I should do that. Or is it? It could be immediate, huh? You're downloading Orbex True Earth, Washington, and Oregon. Taking a while. I want to fly. You have. You're gonna love True Earth, Washington, and Oregon. And it just went off a cell, didn't it? You could check the actual fuel truck. It has a meter on it. Oh, wow. All right, let me disconnect from the gate here. Okay, so it looks like it's not started yet. I'm assuming that's the, or is it down here? Sorry, I'm still not good with my movements. I need to have some chase plane lessons. Because I can't get lower for some reason. It doesn't show the bill yet. Try adding an additional 500 to 1,000. Oh, okay, maybe it's done already. I don't know. Oh, where the 0 is that's how much is left in order to put in? Or is that, so that must be what's left. Okay. It's going to fill since change to less fuel than it be. Okay, that's fine. Well, at least we got the immersion done. It's still telling me to do something, but I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, it hasn't done anything yet? Add more fuel? Okay. So if I just go short range, and I go like that, I think it's working now. Oops. Oh yeah, he's putting the cap on. All right, we're going to be heavy. I can change this back though to 40,000, huh? Since we lose the immersion factor a little bit, but okay. All right, cool. I'm not gonna do the boarding here, but I'm going to. Is there a way to get out of the GSX menu besides Control Shift F12? And I guess I can map GSX to a different button. You can enter 40 as a shortcut. Okay. Do you have a copy of your P3D config, or have you not messed with it? I don't have a copy of it. No. Should I have? I should probably back that up, huh? I set my menus to just F12. Do I do that in the GSX settings up here by chance? Is it in here where you map that, or do you do that actually in P3D mappings? It's in another. Okay. All right. I won't worry about it right now. All right. Let's continue with the plane start here. So forgive me as I slowly remind myself how to do this. We're going to do battery on. And we're going to also do, I got to connect the ground power here. So it's menu, FS actions, ground connections. I want jetway plugs, right? Yeah, I want jetway plugs. I think that'll make it available. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And I love how on my mixer, I have a separate volume control specifically just for the plane. I can slide the volume up and down, and I can change my volume on the fly. I love it. All right, so external power is on. Fuel has been added. Bus ties are in auto. The fueler will only put on the difference between what was already on the plane and what you added. So if you need less fuel than the plane had when you activated GSX, the fuel won't really... don't do anything. Okay. Oh, Koodle settings, key mappings. So Koodle settings, key mappings. So show your control menu. Do I just change that to just F12 maybe? Let's see if that works. Oh yeah, it does, but it also does top down. So I'm going to go into general, key assignments, top down. It's a view, I bet. So view, top. Yeah, view from top. It's got shift plus tab, so that was actually something else. That was like a if I do this, if I do F12, it'll tell me what. Okay, view camera 4. Okay, that makes sense. Camera 4, F12, so I can just delete that assignment. Perfect. And then come back down here. All right, perfect. Now F12 is GSX. I dig it. Thank you. That is so cool. Thank you very much for that assistance. Add 444 to 777. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully FlyJohn was working there. I've got him muted on my screen now. Yep, we're good. Okay, continuing on. I'm going to go ahead and just start the APU. Actually, no. If I'm on ground power, external power, I mean, the bus ties are on. How do I get... these are the gens. How do I turn on the avionics without starting the APU? That's going to be... There's some cool sounds going on, by the way. I don't know what sound that was. The avionics are powering up now. It takes a bit. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, perfect. By the way, I also have my MCP hardware panel. You guys can't see it. It's off screen, but it's fully functional. So I can rotate my heading knob, and I can do my my indicated airspeed, altitude, etc., all via the MCP panel. Super happy about that. ADIRU button needs to be pushed. It's yeah, I'm gonna do that. So ADIRU on, and we're gonna delay APU start. In fact, I may move APU start down the list. I'm gonna modify this so APU will come down to I'll do it after CDU pre-flight, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do an FMS, an FMC position to NIT. It says nav data out of date, even though I am current till tomorrow. I guess that's probably fixable. And I'm going to put in Kilo Lima Alpha X-ray in the reference airport. And should I go ahead and take that GPS position and put that into the set initial, or should I go and take the GPS? Yeah, I guess they're probably the same, aren't they? Yeah. If you have ground power and air, I do APU start when I get the loading complete from GSX. Okay. So you get, after you like passenger. Okay. First page is good. All right. Let's put it in there. There's the initial position. today's route will be Kilo Lima Alpha X-Ray to Phoenix, Flight Beams Phoenix, which I hope has good rate. American Airlines. Would I put AA or AAL, I wonder, in there? Because I know that, there's two different designations. I'll put AAL. All right. All right. Thank you, Bob and Jay. First, okay, do you want realistic startup so it takes 7+ minutes to align or instant? It's now set to instant. I think, what do you have it set to, Bob? I don't mind instant, especially when I'm quickly trying to join one of my fellow Twitch streamers in a group flight or something, and I just need to start up quickly. I may just do that. I won't do the, well, we can activate that. I won't do the route yet, or the perf, until I get my clearance. Kind of scared. You do realistic everything? Yeah, it's nice that we have choices. All right, let's start up the Pilot Edge. I think that's VATSIM. I think this is Pilot Edge. Yeah. I think. Yes, it is. It looks like you may have added or removed aircraft models. Okay. Pilot Edge will now rebuild. All right, fine. All right, so now on the Pilot Edge client, I'm going to, oh, you know what I need to also do? I'm going to go down here to the Pilot Edge client. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to change my audio. Microphone will be chat 2, but I'm also going to change headset device to chat. There we go. Apply. And then that way I can control Pilot Edge volume separately from the plane volume, separate from Windows volume via my Go XLR mixer. I think that will be handy dandy. Do I need to restart it? Probably not. All right, so let's I'm going to connect as American 572. This is a Boeing 762. So I believe that's correct. And we're going to connect. Huh. The client thinks I'm a Boeing 762. That's interesting. Let me disconnect again here. Oh wait, it didn't take the change. Okay. 7. Oh, you think it's B77 Lima? Okay. So B77 Lima. Thank you. Now we're good. Thank you. You guys are awesome. If any of you want to come chat to me on Discord, let me know. All right, let's tune into Los Angeles clearance and see if we can hear something. I'm also going to turn the plane down a little bit more. That volume control is so nice. I know, Brad, you're considering the Go XLR potentially, and again, and you can do it through other means, but having the ability to adjust Pilot Edge volume separate from the plane volume, separate from Windows volume, and also Discord chat volumes, etc., and microphone volumes, it's really just super fun, super nice to have. You only have 4 sliders on the Mini. You have a few more on the big one, but it's kind of cool. The Mini, if anything, awfully high price tag. It is a very high price tag. I agree with you there. You have to sell that to Max. He's always adjusting his volumes. You know what? I'm thinking when Max moves to his new apartment, I think he should he should have John Fly Consultant come in, deck him out with real sim gear hardware panels, MCP panels, stream decks, mixers, all of the fancy hard radio panels, everything. I think that would be fun. That would be a fun trip. Brad might even come on over and help me redecorate. All right, so if we go here, I did load the, as you can see here, I loaded the Navigraph Charts application, and I like this better than using the website. I don't know why I've been using the website so much lately. How much is the Go XLR? The Go XLR Mini, I think is it $250? I think it's $250, but I think the big Go XLR is $450 or $500. Amazon.com. Let me know what they should have it there. All right, clearance is on 120.35. So we will come down to the radios. I am going to use my Cytec radio panel to change this. So I'll rotate to 2035. And then I'm going to transfer that to the main, which it's not working. Let's see. Let's try it again. 2035. Oh, I remember this. I had to remap. This, I think. Yeah, it doesn't work. So I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to set the frequency via the Cytec panel, and then I'm going to have to go in and work the magic to get the swap to work. 12035. So it will set the frequency, and then I have to hit click there. That's kind of a pain. Wonder if I can map a key binding to that swap. I'm going to go look at general key. Do you think swap is listed? Swap standby frequency. X. Woo! That'll be handy if that works. Let's just try it. Nope, not working. Oh well. The other thing with this plane, in order to hear Pilot Edge, I think I have to click this one. Is that right? And then make sure the volume. It looks like the volume is good. I think I should be able to hear them now, but I'm not 100% sure. And mic above. So that one's on mic. Yeah, so you're saying the one up here, right? Yeah, mic right there.
PHSVY flight 340.
Look at that, it's a quick radio panel. That's cool.
Southwest 5828, descend maintain 7,400.
Now I'm going to adjust Pilot Edge volume. It's a little button that turns up.
Southwest 1358 after Rafi, descend maintain 7,400.
Oh, that's so cool. I can control Joe's voice with just a slider. Black button above the volume dial. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
PHSVY 3 miles
oh,
from
Mike,
Rabbit, turn
right
right
there.
heading 040,
Yeah.
maintain 2,100 till established localizer, cleared ILS running 7 approach.
Yeah, Brad, as soon as you're available, I'd love to chitty chat with you. We can shoot the breeze and, give everyone a 2020
Charlie Mike,
briefing.
send via Ironman to arrival.
Or 2019 debrief. All right, I'm going to file my flight plan now. I'm scared. Did I tell you I'm scared? So we're going to go over to the Pilot Edge website, and I'm going to put in IFR. I'm going to put in American Airlines 572, Boeing 77 Lima, and I'm slant Lima. True airspeed, I don't know. Departure will be KLAX. Arrival will be K Phoenix. And I'm going to request 37,000. Alternate is, gosh, I don't even know. I won't even put it. And then today's route, I'm going to request the DOTS 2 departure scenery transition.
Reduce speed to 180.
This will be DOTS 2 scenery transition. Get rid of the DCT. Blythe Hyder 1. I also have to tick.
5828 turn right heading 230.
I have to tick the box that says heavy as well. All right, I think that.
PGHFO contact Long Beach Tower 119.4 Abigail landing. See ya.
Yeah, there we go. Solid plane, solid pilot. We'll see. We'll see. Could be some deviations. All right, we're taking our sweet time. You guys are so patient. All right, here we go. Actually, one thing more.
Long Beach Tower, Charlie Golf Hotel, final approach 6, runway 30.
I always like to go over to the map.
Long Beach Tower, runway 30, clear to land. Wind, calm.
Clear to land, 30, Charlie Golf Hotel,
All right, we're good to go. Los Angeles clearance, American 572, IFR Phoenix.
American 572, Los Angeles clearance, clear to Phoenix Airport, DOTS 2 departure scenery transition as followed. Climb via SID, accept. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 6702, and verify the aircraft type.
Okay, cleared to Phoenix, dots to departure, scenery transition, then is file, climb via aesthetics that maintain 5,000. 25-2 on departure and squawk 6702, aircraft type is Slant Lima.
Not the equipment, the actual aircraft.
Okay, B77 Lima, I believe. It's a 777-200.
American 572, that's perfect. American 572 Heavy, that's correct. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, American 572 Heavy.
South 5828, so maintain 3,400.
Take my time. I know, because that's what you want your real-world pilots to do, right?
1358, flighting 230.
So now I can take my slider pilot edge down while we walk through this. Okay, so come back up here to the top.
You're on a heading there. You should go on a 230 heading.
Let's do...
Yeah, I got you a little high.
we'll come up here and we'll do... 772. Well, they told me, I think Brad and those told me it was B77 Lima. Yeah. More than one person said 77 Lima.
35 Charlie Foxtrot, San Marino Tower, only 6 clear to takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 6, 5 Charlie.
All right, emergency exit lights are armed. Hydraulic should, they're all on by default, aren't they? Maybe not.
Southwest 1358, clear direct Pettis, join final approach course.
PMDG only modeled the 777-200 LR, but it's based on American having old 77200 ERs.
Left heading 040.
Oh, so I should put in B772. Okay. I'm not. Should I refile?
Southwest 1358, reduce speed to 180.
Oh, it is 77 Lima. I'm confused now. All right, let's do passenger signs.
DHSCY contact Santa Barbara Tower 119.7. Southwest 5828, 360 works now, heading 360.
Passenger signs to auto. No electronics on auto. Don't refile. Okay.
PHSCY, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 7, clear land. Clear land, Bubba Dale, straight for the Yankee.
Left forward.
5828, continue turn, heading 300.
Left forward pump off. Why do I do that? I'm going to start the APU.
1358, maintain 3,400.
I have to hold that down, don't I? Or is it starting? And then I want to change the display here.
Southwest 5828 traffic, 10 o'clock, 4 miles westbound, company 737 5000.
How do I change that to the APU screen? I don't know if I actually started it.
Southwest 1358, Ontario Airport, 11 o'clock, 1 miles. Southwest 1358, Clippers approach, runway 26 left. Southwest 58.
This one is actually 77 Lima, but AA doesn't have 77 Limas. Okay. The left forward fuel pump automatically switches onto pump fuel to the APU. You'll see the yellow off text disappear. Ah, okay. Do I have to switch to a different screen to monitor the APU? And did it start? I don't think it did. Try the stat page. Okay, stat page. Oh, that's stat. That's not stat. Oh, here we go. There's electrical. There's engine. Air, flight control, geared, comm. Yeah, I don't see an APU there. Oh, there we go. Stat. Ah, stat. Thank you. So stat here shows RPM 100, EGT 390. So we're on, right? Okay. Thank you. And then APU gen is on by default.
1358 Ontario Tower, runway 26 left, to land, wind 1603.
I don't have to worry about the.
Southwest 1358.
So I don't have to worry about that left forward pump off, do I? Or
Palm Beach, Tower.
okay, so nav light.
Just to the
We're gonna go nav light on.
DGHFO, taxi parking via
Won't worry about the logo because it's not night.
Have a good day. Have a good New Year. Charlie Golf Delta.
PAX should go to.
510 Charlie Mike, you're supposed to descend via the arrival. You're at 14,000 feet.
Now look at the
outside
fuel
of
pumps and make sure the top left doesn't say off. It does say off. Yeah.
Roger that. You want to stay there, or what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to switch to right and left pack
It's just up to you what you want to do
to auto.
While the cruise.
See if my MCP panel works for flight director. Oh, it does. Flight director on that side. Flight director on that side. And I'm going to change this status back to engine. And I'm going to do EFIS will just be the VOR for departure. And traffic will be on. Altimeter, I love this part of P3D, just hitting letter B. Boom. I'm using Active Sky.
Ontario, good morning. It's Southwest 5828 on the visual, 26 left.
Southwest 5828, Ontario Tower, line 26 left, to the land, traffic, short final.
All right, clear to land, 26 left, Southwest.
So am I missing something on the fuel pumps? Oh, right there, sorry. So it does say, don't press B? What? So right there is, it says left engine fault. So
St. Louis Tower, 1510, Quebec, holding short.
oh, sorry, that's hydraulics. You're right. Forward pump right there. So it says press. So you said to make sure that, yeah, okay. Make sure that the left doesn't still say off. Does it look okay, or should I hit it? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, I see what you're saying. This here doesn't say press after the APU. Okay, thank you for your patience. All right, we're going to change our map mode to 10 miles, which it looks like it already is on. No, it's not. And I'm not going to turn the auto throttle on. Do you, some people, I've seen them turn the auto throttle on now, but we do that at this runway too, like the 7-3, right? Heading, I'm going to assume that we're going to get runway 25.
Yeah, let me see what I can do here.
Yeah, runway 25. All right, I'm going to go to the outside. Again, we're taking this slow. And I'm going to do the outside spot. And I'm going to take it really slow. AT can be on always in this plane. Okay. Oh, Brad's ready. I love Brad. Here we go. Open up the Bradley. No, I have not programmed the MCDU yet. That's a good point. I should probably do that before pushback. No, actually, I'm not pushing back yet. I'm loading the passengers. Can you hear me?
All right, clear across the right side here, Papa, and straight on into the ramp for Southwest.
I'm gonna change my Discord. Let's see, output device. We'll do it as system. Yeah, there we go. Can you hear me, Brad? I don't see you lighting up green. Oh, there you are. It's it might be something on my end. Hold on. So voice video. Oh yeah, one more. Okay.
Yep.
Now do I have you?
Yes.
Oh, and not only do I have you, you sound beautifully bassy in 2020. Happy New Year, my friend.
Yeah, you as well.
isn't we've said it time and time again, but I've got to say it again. Twitch chat is so patient and so knowledgeable.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Everyone's so patient and so wonderful. Well, 95% of people are patient and wonderful, and they teach me so much because I get so rusty when I don't fly these planes often. You know what I mean?
It's my favorite plane, John. I love this thing to death. It's incredible.
Oh, I'm just feeling X-Plane guilty though.
Don't.
Don't do it.
Go into 2020 with a clear conscience and just say, you don't know what? Like, it is what it is.
Okay. I will do that. Do you do the Control Shift F12 for your GSX still, or did you remap it?
I just have it, whatever it is, default Control F12.
You know what I noticed? When I hit F12, it comes up with two options. It gives me a GSX option as well as a Los Angeles airport. That is very interesting.
And that's because you're at one of their airports. So one of their features is that you're able to do, pointless things like open up hangar doors or, whatever their little
whatever
gimmick
they
might
programmed.
be for that scenery.
Okay. All right. I'm going to request boarding just because we're going in slow roll mode today.
So the shortcut to GSX though is just to use that to get right to GSX. It's Control, Shift F12. But if you're at any other airport, you can just use Control F12.
Control F12.
Well, whatever you set your stuff.
Whatever
to,
set it to. Okay, so if I'm at a okay, I get you. Yep.
Yeah, but their sceneries include that sort of nonsense. So.
And I love how the fact that the luggage and the passengers are coming up, and I can control the volume because for a moment, GSX was overpowering you, and I just immediately went over to the Go XLR and just slid the system volume down that P3D is running on, and that's separate from the plane. I love that.
You know what's weird is that I can hear everything going on through the headphones right now, through your mic.
Oh, you know why? Because the other day we wanted to pipe Pilot Edge into Discord because of the when someone's talking to you, they need to know when Pilot Edge is contacting you. That's another feature of routing of the Go XLR. But I'll turn it off. And I could actually potentially just route just Pilot Edge to your ears rather than the whole system. And that's all done via this program here, the routing. So if I go to routing, and let's see, I'm talking to you through chat, and I can just, I think that's inputs. Let me change one thing here. Voice and video. The default is the input. All right, let me see if that's just, no, that's output, so that you, can you talk for a second?
Talking. Hello, hello.
All right, I think, can you guys still hear Brad? And then the other thing is, can you hear GSX still?
I don't hear anything at the moment. Oh, I heard the beeps. Yep, I hear the beeps.
You do hear the beeps. Okay, so that's not working. Well, I'll just turn. I'll turn stuff down for a second while we chat. There's, I think I have to change the default input device for. Let me try this. I wonder if the default is broadcast mix. Chat mic. There we go.
IFR to Blythe, Bravo, Lima.
That's music. That's.
That was.
K35 Charlie 5.
Okay. All right, go ahead and talk again.
Hello, hello. Hello, Mr. Scotsman.
System. Okay, yep. It's okay, so that's working there. So okay, so I got the plane slider, and then I got you on system volume.
Airport.
Pilot Edge is on the chat volume. Okay. All right, it wants me to open the cargo doors. So cargo aft. So I can just click on menu, right, and then go to FS Actions, Doors, Cargo Aft This is all. I gotta go to the next page, don't I? Yeah, cargo. Aft. And cargo forward. Okay. All right, I've changed my chat. So tell me. I think it's now you're not hearing everything. Yeah, you're not hearing anything now.
I heard GSX beeps just a second ago, and everyone's saying that
Love
it
the
was quite
videos,
quiet.
just became a paramedic,
Okay.
so I am a bit behind.
EMS Medic 9774 with the subscribe. Thank you for the 9 months. Just became a paramedic. Congratulations. That's awesome. All right, I'm just going to turn GSX down here. All right, so what is it about this plane that makes you prefer this over, say, the FS Labs or the NGXU or the 7.4, Brad?
I don't know, that's just classic Boeing color, right? It suits it well. It's got some like pretty intense automation features which make it very, very stream friendly. Extremely stream friendly because it does a lot of the work for you. Just the performance as well, extremely high FPS, as I'm sure you're able to tell. You know, it's it's always fun to fly. You know, just taking the big jets, and I've always wanted to fly this in the sim. So
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Right, girls, here, just 1 second. Okay, just coordinating. The passenger, I guess if I close the door, I could probably not hear him, huh?
no.
No, I'll still hear him? Okay.
Yep.
17 Camaro, good morning. How are you doing? Man, it's so cool to have all of this GSX now. I'm sure there's going to be some times, Brad, where I will probably not run it just because I'm in a hurry and I just want to start a flight. And other times I want the full immersion.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I only use it for the jetways. I mean, like, because it looked kind of weird to have a plane parked there with no jetway connected to it.
Yeah.
So usually I don't, you know, I shouldn't say usually, but most times I don't ever do refueling. I hate that. It's weird. But now that Mustafa gave me that great tip, I'm gonna try that out later today. Catering I don't ever do. I just do boarding if anything, and there's ways to make it go faster or slower because the A321 in this jet especially holds a lot of people, so you're in for a bit of a wait.
So if I wanted to just deactivate it, I could just go in there and just hit a button, or if I wanted to stop it, for example.
Stop GSX from boarding?
Yeah.
You probably have to do reset position or something, but
Because
I don't know. I've never canceled it midway. That sounds
dodgy.
like, yeah, it sounds like it would make them really upset with you, John. And that's the last thing you want to do to B3D is.
777 Bob
Make
says
upset.
reset position. What happens when you do reset position? Does it want you to change the plane position, or?
No, it just resets the everything to where it was. Like it's almost as if you just called them, but they're sitting there doing nothing.
Ah, okay.
So it brings it back to their default positions.
I'm gonna change the audio volume here for just a moment. That way I can hear you a little bit better. Okay. All right. Maybe you can help me with the McDo here. So we're gonna do. Do you do your departure and arrival first, or your perf? I guess you have to do like at least a runway selection, huh, before you do your perf.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do. We're gonna go. I'm assuming that we're gonna go to 25. Let me bring up the taxi diagram here.
By any chance, do you use the
25
SimBrief
right.
downloader, John?
I do have the SimBrief downloader. And that,
I could show you
yeah.
if you want to uplink this through like the, quote unquote company route. So it just tosses it all in there for you.
That would be awesome.
Okay. So
Like,
you
because
wanna
I'm
do
so
that?
used to doing that with the FS Labs.
Yeah, let's try that instead of because the manual, it's fun and it's great to do, but this is a lot more fun. So I would just open up the downloader.
Okay, so I'll open up. I gotta go do Simbrief first, right?
You didn't make a flight plan, I presume?
I
Or...
did it on Navigraph charts.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Okay, well, yeah, if you don't want to do that, no problem. I understand.
I wouldn't mind learning that process, though, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a quick and easy, fun thing, but it does a lot of cool stuff. It uplinks the winds for you.
Today's stream is not just about flying, so I'm going to go ahead and just do it. So let's go into create a new flight. I'm going to do American 572. We're doing KLAX to KPHX. And again, there's this whole debate about whether this is a 77 Lima or a 772. I guess this is a 77 Lima, but American doesn't fly these. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
All right.
But one of those things that it's like, whatever.
Yeah. So 25 right.
Make sure you set pounds as well. I'm not sure if that'll make a difference.
Yep. Pounds. And then when you're in the Simbrief, do you change the passengers, just put in just whatever, or do you just auto?
I leave it auto. I go cargo auto. And to bump up the cost index, I put the scheduled time en route. I take that and I subtract an hour from it. So I would just put 30 minutes. It gives you like a wicked high cost index.
So the cost, where is that en route cost?
The scheduled time en route, just above passengers.
Oh, here we go. So change that to like 30, you said?
I just put a 0 there, yeah.
Or...
Yep. It's good enough.
What does that mean?
It means you want to get there fast.
Time, but scheduled time en route, 30 minutes. Does that schedule time to when it's going to start?
No. That's you're just trying to you're just trying to fake Simbrief into giving you more fuel for a faster flight, like in this instance.
Oh, okay.
Because it knows how long it takes to get from A to B, and you're simply telling, well, I want to do it in 30 minutes instead. So give me the fuel and the numbers to make it happen.
Okay.
It won't. It's of course not. That will not ever happen 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But well, maybe actually that's not terribly unreasonable. I don't know. Supersonic jet. Anyway.
Would that be considered once it cruise, or?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think about it that much. I just subtract an hour, and it gives me more fuel and a higher cost index to cooperate with that higher fuel burn. So.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
I've generated the briefing. It's generating the briefing package, and then I'll go to the sim downloader.
Yeah. So what you have to do in there is you have to link the PMDG flight plan and the wind uplink.
Okay. So while that's generating, I'll let that finish. Ryan83B, how are you doing? Sorry, I missed a few bits of chat here. All right, so Simbrief downloader just came up and said it's been downloaded. That's funny. But I think I need to go in here and designate the PMDG because I don't think I have that designated yet.
Yeah, so
I'm going to go down. It's interesting. It's not letting me scroll. Oh.
Just click on, maybe just like...
Oh, it was thinking. Sorry. All right, so it says PMDG flight plan and PMDG wind uplink. So choose.
So just click to activate that. Click on both, and they should autofill the part where it says click to activate. So there you go.
Okay.
Yep.
And
That's
then
cool.
and then the then the wind uplink. Okay.
Yep. And now I would just again hit the export selected formats button again.
Okay. Always overwrite. Sure.
Yep.
Replace. Oh, it's doing an A320 court file as well. Okay.
Yeah, it does whatever's in there for everything. It doesn't know what you're flying, but exit out and that's it.
Okay. And then okay, so now we're back to the FMS.
Yeah, correct. So you'd go in this instance to the route page.
All right.
And from here, what you can do is you can just hit route request.
Yes, sir is getting impatient. I understand. But trust me, go away, because I'm not.
You get out of here.
Because I'm really learning about this system. I've never done that before, so that was gold right there.
So you would just hit the load button in this instance.
Hit load. Okay, route one uplink loading. All right.
Yep, and then wait for that to finish itself off, and then you'll of course see the reactivate button available, and then you'll know it's officially uploaded.
All right, so it did KLAX, KPHX is my flight number. And do I activate that now?
Yeah, you can activate the route. I mean, it should be all in there, and you can take a peek and verify that afterwards. Now, the thing with this is that, of course, they'll want you to just, they might want you to re-enter your departure, runway in SID again, just to kind of verify type of thing. But
it looks like it didn't do the departure.
Yeah, that's what more than likely it ends up being is, you have to just reconfirm that type of deal. So
okay, so in our case, I'm doing the dots too, so I just hit that with the scenery transition, and as far as I can tell, we're going to 25 right.
You're in the north side of the complex?
South.
So okay, yeah, my bad. Sorry, I always get those confused. It's weird, but yeah, you're right. Yep, sorry.
So the perf init uplink. All right, that's there. So if I go to init,
make sure you execute that first, John. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do that. Dots 2. Yeah, 25 right. Execute. Okay.
You chose scenery too there. You missed scenery. It looked like.
Oh yeah, scenery. Dots 2 scenery 25 right. Execute. Okay. And then I'm surprised it didn't bring in the BLH and the Hider 1 though. But that's typical, huh?
Yeah, I suppose that's how it's always been for me. Is that you have to, as a pilot, enter that manually.
Okay.
Maybe it's just in this plane. I don't know. I haven't really flown much else besides the FS Labs lately, but
and the FS Labs does put in the SID and the star from the when I do an init request. So.
But sometimes you'll have to re-verify the transition and things like that.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm gonna go to the route page, or sorry, the legs page. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. So dots, scenery. Okay, I gotta get rid of on the legs page. I'm gonna get rid of the discontinuity here. So I'm gonna take Blythe and bring that up, and then hit execute. Okay, that's that. Thank you for that lesson. That's awesome. So it's more for perf than anything, right?
No, not necessarily. I don't know if I necessarily trust these sometimes because they can be a little bit wonky. Like even if you have a certain altitude, it can vary, right? And so in this case, you can either accept it or reject it and enter it in manually. But I would just cross-check those. I'm not sure. I believe this is weight sensor equipped, so it should just automatically be able to detect your weight and all that. But
what I'm really looking for is just the cruise. I'm verifying the cruise. It looks like my fuel is good. It's near the block fuel, so I'm just gonna accept that. Yeah.
Yep, accept that, and then you can go to your thrust limit. Now, if you want something cool, I'm gonna do you a big favor here, John. Thank me later for this. But if you want, this is gonna drive Max nuts because he hates the D rate. But I have my little topper 777 tool here.
Okay.
If I'm gonna give you a quick D rate.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Let me just I just want your weights, and that'd be perfect.
All right. Gross weight 447.9.
All right.
Do you want my zero fuel weight?
Let's see. 447. Nope. Let's just take off weight. And let's see. I'm gonna grab the weather real quick. This will take me all of 3 seconds. Just go about your normal daily business. Because this thing is extremely overpowered. I'm not sure if you've flown it in a while, John, but
especially with that cost index that we just gave it.
No, I'm just saying on the departure, it's ready to go. It wants to fly quick.
Okay. I'm gonna just quickly do my GSX here. I guess it says, I think it says complete. So now I can just close the door, but I'll wait. Okay.
All right, so we're not heavy enough for anything crazy in particular here. But what we can run is whenever you're ready for the numbers.
What am I? Yeah, okay. I thought I was doing like a D rate here.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
so just simple enough. I'm not sure if you want
s-
to use takeoff 1 or 2. I would just go with takeoff 1. That's
Okay, take off one. Armed.
So takeoff 1, and then we have cell temp of 70. We're not heavy enough to get a specific, lower, cell temp than 70, but
70 Celsius.
yep.
Okay.
And let's see, 81%. So yeah, and then also climb 1 or even climb 2, whatever you prefer. But climb 2 should be sufficient because again, this thing. If you have any crazy restrictions, John, I mean, I've personally busted. Right, I've had like deviations just because I'm flying this at the 787, and you don't even have a chance to catch up to it. And I'm blowing through 3,000 feet restrictions out of San Francisco in maybe 12 seconds.
So this gives me a little more time to react. Okay.
Yeah, I would hope so. Once you hit that thrust reduction altitude, I think that climb 2 will give you some time to kind of just catch up, and you can always just go back and simply knock in climb 1 if you want afterwards, right? And
all right.
But yeah, so we can head to takeoff now and fill out that sort of information.
It does say wind data uplink ready. I guess I can clear that out. We'll take.
Yeah,
care of that.
we'll go over and do that afterwards.
All right. So flaps would be.
We have 5 scheduled for this.
5.
That's a very normal flap for takeoff.
CG through 30%. I'll set the trim while I'm in here. So trim is 3. Although I may not be able to set it without the hydraulics on. Yeah, okay.
You have hydraulic power. Yeah, I believe your pumps were on.
Okay, 3 is set. V speeds. Do I just verify those?
Yep, just double click those
139,
guys.
143. All right. And then the takeoff gross weight. Do I do that as well, or?
I don't do it. Maybe you
Okay.
could. Maybe it means nothing in the sim. But one of those things you could just re-enter. Whatever you want.
Oh, there's acceleration height. That's cool.
Yeah, so that'll be good. And again, you could enter all this information in. The question is, in the flight sim, does it make a difference? Some people
Yeah.
are so hardcore by the book that they will enter that in, But for me, I'm like, I'm all right. It's all good.
All right. Okay, next would be with the
So-
wind, or?
Yeah, so you would go to the FMC comm page, the button there.
FMC comm. Uplink wind.
Yeah, so you go uplink wind. This is a slow process, not slow, but just so you in this instance you would just simply hit load,
Okay.
and then
Descent
it a second.
forecast
Yeah.
uplink ready.
execute that,
Execute that.
and now go back to FMC comm again, and then just go to uplink descent forecast, that lower left button, and then hit load there.
This is fun. I've never done this before.
Yeah, it may seem, kind of pointless for a flight like this, in which it probably is, but, when you're doing when you're doing those Citation Max short hauls, I mean, the winds can make a huge difference in all your calculations. So in those instances, I would make sure to nail it down.
Okay.
But on a short flight, yeah,
It's crazy that GSX is simulating 290 passengers boarding, and they're literally only 100 and something on board already.
Yeah, if you want to go speed it up, I told you can go into the GSX menu and increase the passenger density so they board a lot quicker.
You can do that on the fly? Is
yeah,
that in
or
the
of course-
GSX menu settings or in the
Yeah, so you go to settings there and then
Okay.
passenger density under simulation, I believe.
simulation? All right, passenger density. There's a
Maybe it's under timings. Sorry, rather timings menu.
timings. All right, passenger density. So drag it down or go higher?
You want to make it more dense, so it'd be to the right.
So dense and then insane, or
Yeah, I think dense is just fine.
dense.
Because it
All
will, of course, have to render more models, so your frames.
right. Okay.
anyway, but yeah. So of course, these are not actually physical people boarding the jet, and like as we're, within the FS labs, when people actually board, it makes a difference with your aircraft weight,
Mm,
right? It's very tied together, quite closely. With this aircraft, they mean nothing. Like they're just
just
empty figures. So if you want
visual.
to just get going now, yeah, you could simply just restart the GSX program or reset position and just punch out
Okay.
without having any worry. But
But then
I
again,
wouldn't
you
reset.
said P3D was kind of finicky with, so be careful when I do that, right?
Yeah, if you really are anxious, I would just do the reset position at the most.
Yeah. All right. I won't
Um,
worry about it. All
but
right.
yeah,
So
just
we're done with the wins there.
yep. Wins are done. Routes are in. Numbers are in.
All right. That was very educational. I'm actually gonna rewatch that VOD so I can take in every little vowel and syllable and adjective. All right. Let's see. I'm
Let's.
wondering if the GSX density changed on the fly though. Let's.
Yeah, it does change on the fly.
It sounds like Mindy on the mic. Mindy's
Hello.
Mindy sounds pretty deep. Single jetway GSX boarding it for a heavy is not fun. That's probably.
Yeah, that's always a great alternative if you have two jetways to be able to just connect them both,
Mm.
um, and just be able to have them board.
All right, so he's saying that you do have to do a restart of GSX in order to have that density change. So we will
I
just
don't think
do
so.
the.
I've adjusted it on the fly and it's worked, but yeah, you can just reset then and just get flying.
Well, I'll get taxiing, I guess, or pushbacking. Pushbacking. All right, so if I do reset position, oh crap. So
No, it's normal. It's yeah. Just give it a second. It's the I I won't talk about FS Dream Team today. Sorry, John. It's okay. I don't want to.
all right, so now I need to
It's the
close
new
my
year.
doors. That was
Yes.
scary for a moment. All right, so
Want to know what? It's the most confusing thing I've ever seen in a flight sim. Why a developer would build their sceneries to work on the dependence of a Python program. Like I don't understand why it can't be physically based like any other scenery in the flight sim. I mean, they might have the only sceneries in which you can actually fly to them, and you might not know if they will be there when you arrive because
mm,
the co-addle program had some error or whatever it might be. So
I'm wondering if they're rethinking it for future development based on feedback. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Benefit of the doubt for 2020 so far.
yeah.
Only because we want sponsorships on Twitch from these people, so we have to,
He's not. He will not be awarding that to anybody. He is. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah.
All right, I think my doors are closing. I think that's a good thing. I think Max just pulled a clearance. That's awesome. All right, GSX. I'm going to. All right, so I am on APU, so I can do pushback. Do I want to operate the jetway first, don't I? Or no, it
Yeah.
reset. It reset. Never mind. When we
Yeah,
reset
you're
it,
good, yep.
it pulled away. All right, prepare for pushback and departure. We're doing American. It only took an hour and 32 minutes, folks, to get to the pushback area. But I'm learning.
And don't forget, this actually does have the integrated ECLs, the electronic checklists you can run on your lower ICAS screen, which will just contain the vital components for for flight.
I probably
So
won't
it's
be
always
doing
nice to
that
have
this
them.
go, but should I disconnect these jetway plugs? I'm okay, right? Disconnect them.
I would just if you take the chocks off, they all go.
All right, cool. And hopefully I was on automatic power for gen switch to APU.
Yeah, APU gen's automatic, which is great. That's why I'm saying this aircraft is really automation heavy, so it makes it really easy to stream.
Yeah, I debated on whether or not to get this LAX, but it's the only LAX. So
Yeah. Yep. So FS Stream Team, of course, makes this one, and Imagine Sim had a project ongoing, and then they subsequently canceled it after like a year of development or whatever it might have been because of the new flight sim coming out, and then they suddenly announced they're making Dallas now instead. It's like,
So
it's tough.
I wonder if they're making LAX secretly for the new sim, maybe.
I think they were saying they want to suspend that project. I'm not sure if they're making it for it, but they want to focus on that, I suppose. I don't know.
Dang driver with the subscribe. 28 months.
Woohoo!
All right, I think I need to release parking brake, don't I? Yeah. Parking brake released. Release parking brake. Is it not mapped? Oh, okay. There we go. I'm going to do a quick edit pushback. And I love how they pretty much took Todorico.
Yeah, it's actually an incredible feature because before that, if you had some wonky, positioning, you were either screwed getting pushed back 100 meters and then trying to stop GSX, which I'm sure you've seen some great videos on how, those situations, it'll just like spin you around or it pushes you. Like, I think what actually happens is you actually piss FS Dream Team off, John, because when you try to abort the pushback and stop it, they push you faster and they don't stop.